Y'all are the first women that can say, I make more money than men. That means y'all carry yourself different, y'all talk different, and y'all rule different. Now, that's where most men are having their problem. And there's no disrespect to nobody. But also, I've learned with powerful women, they run around a lot of times with gay men. And they expect a straight man to act like that type of man. And I don't be understanding, because you get along with that type of man, you think that those kind of conversations supposed to be over here with me. And I think a lot of times, you know, you go in the club, you see it. You see girls, they running, they got their little crew with them, wham, wham. And then it be like, for the straight man, we sitting in the club, how I'm supposed to come over there and holler at you when all that going on? You got to understand, too, that the women of power also walk around like men of power. They got everything around them. Now, you got to cut through all that to get to her. At the same time, you have to also understand that a man used to dealing with powerful women, I'll go mess with the strip club every time.
Okay, so why can't the men evolve?
Because they be looking at it like they not used to no woman making $200,000 clean money. They only knew that in the street. To deal with that as a corporate woman, hey man, I gotta change my tone, the way I talk, the way we gonna deal with this and everything. This is the first generation where women walk around saying, hey bro, I got the shit.
Black women and some black men in the black community. Black women earn more than black men. I said me. According to the statistics, that's not true, and it's never been true. Black women and some black men in the black community. Why are you competing with black women? That is bigggipp. I believe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. He's a rapper. He was a rapper, correct? And to give him credit, he did say black women are the first women to make more money than men. We can assume or make an educated guess that he was saying black women are the first women to make more money than black men. Or he may mean black women are the first women to make more money than men in general, which wouldn't be a true statement, but I mean, it is what it is. So we're going to take it as he meant to say, this is the first time that black women have out-earned black men. So now, you see why this stuff is important and why the statistics are important, because you see a panel full of people up there. And also, the podcast is called The Reality Table, ironically. And so they took time to edit this video, put it out there when nobody referenced the information beforehand. So it's like, yeah, we just believe it is true. He didn't cite any statistics, none of that. And all the other stuff that he said, all his street knowledge, that's an opinion. And this is a prime example of how you can separate the two. When you blatantly lie about where black women stand in regards to black men, and then you have your opinion, I separate the two. I separate the lie, address that, and whatever his opinions are about black women and how they partner with gay men, that has nothing to do with me. What does have something to do with me is you lying about black men. And this comes directly on the heels when I just put out that video explaining the actual numbers. So that's why these conversations are important, because we get old heads like this that don't do the research, and they look at their anecdotal experiences and they see one black woman making $200,000 a year, and they automatically assume that all black women make more money than black men. And that's the problem. And black men, that's where we fail, because he represents us. And you seen there were black women on that podcast. They didn't say anything because it makes them feel good. So let me remind the black community once again, and you guys don't take my word for it. Go to BLS.com and type in exactly what it says at the top. You see that there? Median usual weekly earnings of full-time wage and salary workers selected by characteristics annual averages. So right here, as you can see, you have Asian men at the top. They make $1,700 weekly. I did the approximates to where if Asian men make $1,726 weekly for a whole 52 weeks, they would earn approximately $89,752. Asian women is right behind them at $1,300. White men, $1,200. White women, $1,061. Black men at number 5 for annual, $1,002. And then Hispanic men, $963 weekly. That is the turning point, because like Big Gipp said, black women are the first women to out earn men. And we could address both. Maybe he meant black men, or maybe he just meant men in general. None of that is true. Okay, brother? Now you see black women make less than Hispanic men at $922 weekly, and Hispanic women rounding out the bottom at $832 weekly. So black women don't make more than men. They don't make more than black men. And this is not a dig at black women. It's just me simply level setting the conversation, because we have guys like this that are feeding y'all lies. I'm trying to get black women to explain to black men how it makes them feel knowing that they make more than black men, hypothetically, because you know what the black community feeds them. Because I want to share that information to show people why I do these statistical dumps, because they don't have a choice but to feel that black men are less than if they know that they're beating black men in all of these categories. And I know there's going to be somebody in the comments saying, well, why are black women competing with black men in the first place? Brother, I ask the same question every day. I don't know why. I honestly don't. And I've yet to get an answer, but it is what it is. But it's the reality that we live in. Okay, so I have to address these things. So yeah, the reality table, I'm going to tag you guys in this video, and it will behoove you to go ahead and retract what Big Gipp said. He lied to y'all because he didn't give y'all any statistical points. He didn't tell you why he feels that way. He just spit it off thinking that y'all were supposed to believe it. And that makes y'all look ignorant because you don't know the information for yourselves. And you should have challenged that man when he said that about black, especially the black men. Can't do nothing about the black women on there. But black men, y'all asses need to speak up. And I'm talking to the men that was on that platform. Don't let that man say that shit. You need to be doing the research for yourselves, okay? But over the past 2 days, I've learned a lot. And like I've said this before, if it took 50, 60 years for black women to get to the point that, they think black men are less than, it's probably going to take another 50 to 60 years to get them to acknowledge the truth, or until 2053 comes around, when the black community is projected to have a $0 net worth. Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson for putting that information out there. So I'm not banking on that, but black men, by all means, you guys celebrate this win. And I know there's people in the comment section say, don't get, too happy, black men. F that. Celebrate the small wins. I do it every day, bro. Every day. I don't want y'all to be like, man, that's not enough. We need to be doing more. I understand that. I address that in the video. But when we hit certain milestones, I need y'all to be loud and proud. Be thankful, man. We blessed. We doing well. We going to continue to do well. I'm proud of y'all. Okay? That's coming from the heart, man. I see black men doing great things. Great things. Y'all just keep your head up, man. We doing good, all right?